Hi there, and welcome to PolyglotNook, your peaceful little corner of the internet where language learners from all over the world come together to grow, reflect, and push past their limits. Whether you're out for a walk, tidying your space, or just lying back with your headphones on, I'm really glad you're here today. In today's episode, I want to share something personal. It's the full, honest story of how I reached the C2 level in English and how you can, too. No shortcuts. No magic tricks. Just real habits, deep reflection, and the kind of mindset that actually gets you fluent. So if you've ever looked at someone speaking perfect English and thought, how did they do it? Then this episode is for you. Let's begin. Many people think C2 level fluency is something rare or reserved for geniuses. Let me tell you right now, it is not. You do not need to be born with talent. You do not need to move to London or New York. You do not need to buy 10 expensive courses. What you need is something else. Something deeper. Let me walk you through it. First, you must stop learning English. Yes, you heard me right. Stop learning English. And start using it. At the beginning, we all need structure. Grammar rules. Vocabulary lists. Exercises. But at some point, the school mode becomes your prison. You're stuck memorizing instead of living the language. So here's what I did. I stopped studying English like a subject. And I started treating it like a tool. A part of me. A bridge to the world. I watched documentaries. Listened to podcasts. Read books I loved. And I didn't translate. I felt. I got curious. Second, I built an English identity. This is the most underrated part of language learning. You don't just learn new words. You grow a new version of yourself. I had to ask. What does the English me look like? What kind of voice do I have in English? How do I express emotion, humor, or honesty? So I created a little game. Every day, I stepped into my English self. Just for 10 minutes. No switching to my native language. Only English. Whether I was writing, thinking, or talking to myself, I stayed fully in that space. Over time, my English self became natural. And that's when fluency exploded. Third, I turned practice into a system. Here's a secret. Motivation comes and goes. But systems keep you moving. So I built a routine. Nothing fancy. Just 4 daily habits. First, I read for 15 minutes every morning, even if I was tired. Second, I shadowed native audio. I mimicked the rhythm and melody of real speech. Third, I wrote a short paragraph about my day, all in English. Fourth, I reflected. I asked, what did I learn today? Where did I struggle? That's it. For small things. Every single day. And just like brushing your teeth, it became automatic. Fourth, I made mistakes on purpose. Let me tell you something powerful. You cannot grow without making mistakes. In fact, I went one step further, I chased them. I joined English groups. Posted online. Spoke even when I was nervous. And I told myself, good. Another mistake. That means I'm improving. I didn't wait for perfection. I acted first. And corrected later. This one shift, from fear to courage, changed everything. Fifth, I immersed, but I curated. Yes, immersion matters. But not any immersion. You don't need to watch 10 hours of Netflix or scroll random videos. You need quality. I followed creators who made me think. I read books that made me feel. I listened to voices that moved me. Because fluency isn't just about language. It's about connection. Sixth, I repeated. A lot. Here's a truth most learners ignore. Repetition is not boring. It is beautiful. Every time I read the same article again, I noticed new things. Every time I shadowed the same podcast, I sounded more natural. Every time I rewatched a movie, I caught deeper meaning. Repetition built confidence. And confidence built fluency. 7th, I was patient. This is the hardest part. We all want quick results. But language doesn't work that way. It's like planting a tree. You water it. You wait. You trust the roots are growing, even when you don't see the leaves yet. So I stopped comparing. I stopped checking my level every week. And I just kept going. And one day, I realized. I was thinking in English. Dreaming in English. Living in English. Let me tell you this, friend. If I could reach the C2 level, you can too. Not by copying me, but by becoming your best version in English. Do it your way. Stay curious. Stay brave. And never forget, this journey is yours. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today here on PolyglotNook. If this episode helped you, inspired you, or simply gave you something to think about, I'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with someone who's learning English too. Your support means everything, and it helps the small podcast grow and reach more learners around the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay consistent. And as always, happy learning. Take care, and see you in the next episode.